And it's time for the last matchup in the quarterfinals of the Big Lager Championship. Let's have a look at the table. So here we've got the table, and 3 of the 4 slots in the semi-final have already been filled in now. We know we're going to have the Champignons against the Sabor in the second semi-final, but in the first semi-final we're going to have the Red Stripe, but we don't know what it's going to be up against yet. But it will definitely be one of these 2 beers. I have got the Carlsberg Export on my right, and I have got the Madri on my left. Madri still in there at the quarter-final stage, when I was quite rude about it, when it was up against them really strong, powerful German lagers. And Carlsberg Export, well, I've always thought it was a fairly reasonable pair. It'd be interesting to see how it does in this next matchup when we get them into glasses. So there we go. What can I say about these that hasn't already been said? Usually with the quarterfinal, I've not been able to talk about the beers because I've not known what they are. But now I can talk about these. They are both... Oh, no, they're not. This is 4.8% ABV, and this is 4.6% ABV. Neither have got an amazing reputation, so it'll be interesting to see how they... what I think of them today. I can't remember much what I've said about them. I know this is better than I thought it was, but we'll see what it's like when it's up against something like this. I don't know what to say. So I won't say it. I will wait until they're poured into glasses. I will be back in a minute. Okay, beers poured. They're both poured with fluffier white heads that have dissipated a bit since. Before we go any further, let's tell you lot which one is which. So this is which one is which. Okay, that's which one was which. So let's have a little look at these 2. So looking at the heads, they are both dissipating very quickly indeed. What can I say about the colours of them? And this one's giving a slightly creamier head. This is giving a bit fluffier. Let's look at the colours. The one on the left definitely is lighter than the one on the right. We're getting a lot of amber in that one. This one is more of a pale straw colour. What else can I say about them? They've got a similar level of head retention, I would say. This one's possibly dissipating quicker than this one, because this one was quite big when it was first poured. What else can I say about the 2 beers? Not a lot, really. Yeah, they're just, yeah, this one's lighter than this one. Let's get a nose in them, eh? Let's do it. So this one, getting a bit of malt and a little bit of syrup on the nose there. Brown bread and honey. Yeah, smells quite nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. Get a little bit of orange in there. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad. That doesn't smell bad at all. Let's have a nose on this one now. Nice swirl. So that one's quite sweet on the nose. Still a little bit of malt and a bit of syrup. Getting a bit more, it's a bit fresher, a bit more fragrant, slightly floral. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, this one, that one's a bit darker in the smell. It's more kind of brown bready. This one's more biscuity. They both smell quite nice, actually. They both smell nice in their own way. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit muddy, that one, but it's all right. This one, let's go again. Yeah, it's sweet and syrupy, this one. It's quite grassy. A little bit of lemon. Yeah, they both smell quite nice. Let's do a taste. Nicely swilled out. Here we go. Cheers. So it's hitting you with something that's a bit malty. Just waiting the aftertaste. Quite a bit of an aftertaste there. Quite a lingering aftertaste. I'll have another go on this. So it's quite malty on the arrival. It's a little bit muddy on the arrival. It's got bitterness, but it's not particularly pleasant bitterness. Getting a nice little sort of bready aftertaste on the finish, I reckon. With a little bit like apples in there as well, which is strange. It's not bad. Not bad. It's quite crisp. It's quite crisp. It's got a bit of bitterness there. Not the most pleasant bitterness I've ever had in my life. But it's quite drinkable. It's quite smooth. It's not bad. Okay, let's have a go on this one now. Cheers. So this one is crisp and drinkable. There's not a huge amount else to it though. There is a bit of malt in the background that I'm getting now. I wouldn't say it's overly sweet in the flavour, because it was quite sweet on the nose. Ooh. There's a little bit of bitterness, but not much. It's crisp, it's drinkable, it's refreshing. It's going to be a hard one, this, really. This one's got more flavour, a lot more flavour, I would say. But although this is lighter on flavour, it's quite pleasant flavours, I would say. Got a little bit of biscuitiness. Not getting a huge amount of aftertaste. Something a little bit syrupy in the taste there. I may have to live with these a little longer before I can actually make a decision. I know I'm not supposed to think which was which, but I'm pretty sure I know which is which. If anyone's tried these two beers, yeah, they are very different. It's a hard one, that. That one has got a bit of flavour to it. This one's got a smoother body to it. It's very smooth, this one. It really is. It's not fizzy. Not that fizzy at all, which is interesting, I gotta say. Both of them have got kind of synthetic-y kind of tastes in the background. Just trying to think which one I prefer the least out of the two synthetic-y tastes. Don't think either of these beers are beers I'd choose to buy again. They're just not that great. But I have got to choose a winner. And it might be the aftertaste might be the thing that gets it, really. They've both got good points about them. They're both drinkable, they're both crisp, refreshing, relatively smooth. They've both got a bit of flavour to them. They've both got downsides. They've both got a little bit of syntheticness in the taste. They're both a little bit dirty. They're both a little bit boring. This one has got an aftertaste, which is quite pleasant. This one doesn't really have an aftertaste to speak of, and it could get a bit sickly, this one. But it is very pleasant. So anyway, for that reason though, even though I've drunk more of this one, I don't know though. There's dirtiness in. There is dirtiness in this. Which is making me like it not a lot. It's a hard one. They're very close. And I don't mean that in a good way. But no, I mean, it's got bitterness. It's got the aftertaste. That one's got to go through, really. This one's a little bit boring. I'm guessing that's the Madri. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the Madri. Carlsberg Export. Let's... oh, yeah. But yeah, it's a nice aftertaste. It's got a nice aftertaste to it. The Madri's got a nice aftertaste. So that'll be interesting. If that's the Madri, it'll be interesting to see how it does in the semi-finals. But there you go. Pardon, that's my decision. Madri, Carlsberg Export. That one's going through. Let's find out. So there we go. Yeah, that was Carlsberg Export. That was Madri. What can I say? The Madri's through. It's just better. I mean, neither of them are great, but the Madri's better. And the Carlsberg Export, it's not bad, the Madri. Yeah, Carlsberg Export is not bad either, but it's not good. There was a limit, I think, to how far this could have got. Well, there you go. Now it's reached its limit. Carlsberg Export is out in the quarterfinals. That can go down there. But our final semi-final place has been taken by the Madri. So it'll be Madri against Red Stripe and Champignons against Sabor. Wow. Starting with 42 beers or whatever it was, or 40 beers, we are now down to our last 4. But which one's going to take the crown? We're going to have to find out on the next one. Until then, have a good one.